Good morning, everyone. We have some people joining the meeting today. Thank you for joining us. And good morning to you, Marc. How are you?
Good morning. Fine.
Everything great?
Everything
From
great.
a rainy day in Barcelona,
Yeah.
good morning, good evening. I know some people are connecting from Australia, New Zealand, etc. So welcome. Let's wait just 2 minutes or 1 minute for the people just to, finish joining our meeting today. And just after this 1 minute, I just can inform you just a couple of things before we start, okay? So I know it's a questions and answer, but Marc also had the time and is going to have the opportunity to present some features, some general overview about Ecler Cloud. And this is going to take no longer than 10 minutes. And after that, we
Yeah.
are going to jump right onto questions and answers.
I'll try. I'll try to make it in
Okay.
10 minutes,
Okay.
at least to have all the people in more or less in the same page.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the ones who have not been into Ecler Cloud at least have an
Yeah.
overview.
It has been recently released, so it has been only 2 weeks since we announced that it's already available and online. So keep in mind that there's going to be this overview for you to know exactly, like Marc just said, we're going to be in the same page. So before we begin, I just want to inform you, I hope everybody can listen to me. I think everything is running great. So before we begin, you have in the top bar, or depending on your Explorer screen, you have the questions and answer button. So we're gonna read these questions after Marc finishes the overview. Okay. So in around 10 minutes, we're gonna start reading through your questions. Some of you already asked me, Jose, is this gonna be available? Yes, we're gonna record these sessions.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna upload it. Yes.
Some people emailed me
Already.
asking for the recording
Okay.
later.
Okay, so great. It's going to be available in our support and community in our webinar section in Ecler website. So without further ado, just remember, push your questions in the questions and answers section button that you have here in your top screen for the Explorer. And without further ado, Marc, all yours. Good morning. Let's begin.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
They should be typing in questions meanwhile, and
Yeah, no
we
problem.
will cover
Yeah.
that afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go through a brief presentation. Okay. Introduction. Why we make Ecler Cloud? We made Ecler Cloud for maintenance purposes, just for making life easier to our customers. Okay. It's been years since you receive calls from customers like late at night and they have an issue. For example, it doesn't work, whatever, there's a buffer, and maybe they have muted because they didn't know. And you had to go there just to push just a button. No? So now with Ecler Cloud, this is very easy to solve, okay? And easy, fast, and green. From an environmental point of view, it's also very convenient to have Ecler Cloud, okay? So you can do it from anywhere in the world, but there are two ways of the project was done in two steps, let's say. First, we did the monitoring, which is only seeing the data available in Ecler Cloud. So the devices send the information to Ecler Cloud, and the user connect to Ecler Cloud to just see that information. The second step, which was more challenging, was getting connected and controlling a device from Ecler Cloud, so just as if you are there, okay? And in the web application, we call that deep dive, okay? So the deep dive option is the one that you get into the device. It's there, okay? How we did that? It's very difficult to control, not to control, to configure a device to get into Ecler Cloud. No, these days we have to make things and life easier for the people. And you don't have any special configuration for the network. So if the network has internet, okay, and your laptop can connect to the internet from that network, then the device will also be capable of connecting to the internet. There's no firewall issues, no special configurations, okay? Right. It's done through conventional internet ports. Where is host Ecler Cloud? EclerCLOUD is hosted in Amazon Web Services, okay? And we also have the single sign-on philosophy, which means that the same user login and password you use for getting into your private area in our website, and the same that is you get into the training portal, you will get into the cloud. So you will only have to remember one user and one password, okay? The first devices that will be in EclerCLOUD, well, that will be now, that's now. So they are in EclerCLOUD, are Vida series, our flagship amplifiers, okay? So any Vida amplifier that has the latest firmware is 2.00R6, the latest one that is published. Or if you update your Vida device, you will get this, this firmware. And this firmware allows the device to get into the EclerCLOUD. So no fees. It's just there for anyone who has already a Vida device.
Okay.
Let's see the structure. Or before seeing the structure, let's show you. Okay. Let me show you here. Okay. So this is our website. Okay. If you get into your website here, you will have the login area.
Yeah.
So you have EclerCLOUD here in the middle, the training portal, and EclerCLOUD and the private area. Okay. So let's go back to the presentation and let's talk about the structure. So we all understand how this is structured. Mm-hmm. In EclerCLOUD, we have organizations that contain devices, okay? So one organization can contain one device or groups of devices. So we have an entity called group. We can classify them in groups. And even you can make subgroups inside this group. So you can have a structure to classify in the right way anything you may need. In every organization, we have three types of users. The administrator, here is the one of the crown, yeah. Okay? The diver is the one of the laptop, and the user, okay? Here, let's call, here the administrator is Mr. Green, okay? Here, the diver is Mr. Blue, and the user is Mr. Purple, okay? Like Reservoir Dogs, you know?
Okay, yeah, or the Clue game, yeah.
Okay. Here, the administrator has decided just to allow the diver, Mr. Blue, in this case, get into this group and this subgroup. And he will not be able to dive into these devices or see them, okay? And for example, Mr. Purple is a basic user, just a viewer, and will be also will be capable of just seeing whatever is in this group, the first one, okay? But we can have another organization where Mr. Blue is the administrator and Mr. Green is a diver, okay? So Mr. Green is an administrator in the first organization, but not in the second one, okay? Depends on the organization. So we can have several organizations with several roles each
independently.
User. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So which are the limits? The limits, this may solve some of the questions that may arise later on. One device belongs to just one organization, okay? So you cannot make one device appear in two organizations. I don't know what would be the sense of that, but it's not, there's always some strange reason for these kind of things, but it's not allowed, okay?
Okay.
One user can create up to 5 organizations. One organization can have 1,000 groups. There's no limit in groups hierarchy, okay? So you can have a group inside a group inside a group, as many as you want. There's no limit in the number of devices. Each organization there's no limit of the number of the devices, and there's no limit on the number of users. Okay?
Okay.
So let's get in and let's see how it's shown this with I've created an organization which is called Tech Support, Ecler Tech Support, and has several devices, so you can see how it's in. Okay, I have it here already. So here I'm an administrator, okay, and we have three possibilities: organization, which shows the name of our organization and ID, and a specific ID for this organization, okay, and the API IDs and codes, okay. This API just links the data that is in Ecler Cloud into another software of anyone through an API, okay? So this is meant to be used for developers only, okay? We will not get into that because it's very specific. The second option is the users. So here we have some users. Some of them are administrators, as you see. Some of them are divers, and some of them are viewers. Okay, and we also have some tags. We can create tags just to identify some of the devices. For example, here I have a tag that says usually not connected. Okay, and see it means not connected. And I have a group like is tagged like this, and we have here several devices. Here we have Vida Virtual, Vida Roadshow. So these devices, just I tag them as usually not connected, okay? In this case, this one is connected, you see, this is online, but this is not ready yet, not there, okay? Okay, in this organization, here we have the groups and all the devices we have in this organization, okay? So here we have three groups, Barcelona, Madrid, and other, okay? And in this group, we have three subgroups. And in this subgroup, rack 3, we have two devices and another subgroup, which is Vida to dive in, okay? Because I want just people to modify this device, not the other ones, because they belong to the training center and they are connected to some of our loudspeakers. Okay. So if you want to, this is let's see the viewer area. So a viewer would also see all of this if it's allowed, okay? And if you get into the dive, it's just, okay, we get into a device, you see all the information, okay? Let's not get into that because it would be the presentation a lot longer. Alarms, warnings, if there's audio or not, if it's mute or not. Network information, okay, and consumption statistics. But if I want to get connected, I just click on deep dive, okay, and I'm creating a tunnel, as you see. I'm creating a tunnel between my laptop and this device, and now I'm connected to a device which I can connect if I was next to it, okay. Is now let's change the language, okay, so we may better understand English all. Okay, so now I'm connected here. This is the new firmware layout. So those who are familiar with Vida already may see that there are some changes. The main change that here applies is this, let's say this card, okay, this section, which is Ecler Cloud. You enable connection here, you see the connection status, you see it connects every 5 seconds, so you will see that here, you see 27, the next one will be 32. And here is the ID of the device, and we have also the organization ID. So you can connect devices in two ways. Getting into the organization and adding a device with this ID that appears now here, or the other way around, getting into copying the organization ID and bringing it into the device. Okay, and well, I think that that's more or less a little overview.
Great.
Okay, so I don't know if you have any more questions, or maybe I'm missing something.
No, don't worry. I have a couple of them already here, and I know Trusty dropped some questions in the questions and answer and the menu. Just to be clear, Marc, because I have one question here. How many devices can I add to an organization? We said no limits of
There's
devices.
no limits in that. No limits in devices, no limits in users. The number of devices, it depends on the budget.
Okay. It's important. A lot of VIDA amplifiers connected to your cloud. So I just wanted, you showed me this morning, and just to be clear about it, you showed me, of course, you already have some VIDA amplifiers in your platform.
Yeah.
Can you show me how it would look an organization without any device, so that people don't...
Yeah, so here we can switch into, for example, we have this organization, which would be an organization without anything, okay? So if you get into Ecler Cloud and you have no devices, okay, it's not very funny, okay? You cannot play around, but you can see the interface at least, okay? Yep. So you can add groups and add devices. So just here we can say EclerCLOUD Q&A, and you can create tags and you can just descriptions, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
This is also to say this is the launch of Ecler Cloud. It will be evolving as we always do. And for example, in VIDA we have made some improvements, and Ecler Cloud will happen the same. Now we have started. All suggestions are and improvements you may think of. We're happy to receive them.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, this is a starting point, let's say.
Just a very important, I think, point that we have to say here is that if you're trying to connect your VIDA, for example, after this session, after these live questions and answer, and people are trying to connect their VIDA, the most important part would be to update their firmware.
This is the first thing.
You cannot add it here.
Only available from firmware, the one we launch, that is 2.00 R6, is the one that you will have if you get into. Okay, let's show. If you go to backup and update and you check here, now it's not checked because once it's connected to Ecler Cloud, and updating the firmware depends. You can do it from Ecler Cloud. So
okay, this is one of the questions I had also here.
It's So you have to check here, and it will say, okay, the latest firmware available is 2.00 R6. And then you load that, and you will not lose anything. So you can do it with an already working, but always be safe. Make backup files just in case. Okay,
it's important.
But nothing will happen. What we were saying about.
No, really quick to see that it was important that the people that wants to connect for the first time their VIDA amplifiers to the Ecler Cloud platform, in this case, they would need to update to the latest firmware available.
Update to the latest firmware, and then you, for example, let's connect this one. Okay, this one is I have here, as you see, in local connected. So I will get into this device with a secret password, okay, which is admin. And now I'm adding this. So how to add this? As I said, I will now, for example, copy the tech support ID. Let's go to the organization, not this one. Let's switch to tech support. Okay. And Now here I have an organization ID. Okay, I copy it and I paste it here. Apply. Okay, and then I connect. As you see here, there's a orange cloud.
Okay.
Okay. And this orange cloud is because it's connected to that organization, but some administrator in the organization has to, as you see, has to approve it. So it's not still approved. It's in there. It's in just about to get connected, but it's not connected yet. So if you approve, okay, then it's there. And I can just decide, okay, I want to classify it, and maybe I want to put it in, assign it to other, let's say, okay?
The approved of the device only can be done by an administrator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so we have another question from Trusty. He's asking, what does diver stand for?
Diver stands for the deep dive.
Yeah.
You know, if you get into here, for example, in this, now we are connecting. As you see, this is the device we have here. Okay. If we deep dive into it, okay, this is a tunnel. It's not the same connection as we did. Here is the local connection, as you see, and now I'm connecting through a tunnel, through the internet. Okay. So now it's the same device, but it's two ways of connecting to it. Okay. Okay. Let's change as my browser is in Spanish, it turns into Spanish. Okay. So now I'm here and I'm connected through the tunnel, and this is direct. So when I mute, you see here we could just show both at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So here we have both at the same time. Now here, the status, for example. Here's the amplified units. So you see, amplified 2, it's working at the same time. So the tunnel and the local connection. Also, I can show you, for example, if through the tunnel, I get into the settings, and I can just make flash. Okay, they are flashing the LEDs now. So it's like if this now it's here, okay, but if it was in another place, it will be as connecting to it.
Yeah.
I have here, for example, I have a video device at home, okay, which is here, okay, because I sleep with a video device. No, just joking. So yesterday I just connected to it. To this organization, which is home. I have the device on the desktop. Okay, okay. If I approve it, now it's there. So.
And your house is not close from here, right?
No, it's 25 kilometers away. Okay. So I'm connecting now to a device that it's not here. It's in another part of Spain, but it would never matter. I mean, it could be another country. Okay. So now I'm getting in and just opening it up and whatever.
Okay. We have another question, Marc, from Robert. It's good to see you, Robert. Good morning. Which MAC address, I guess, do I have to use to bind the device? To bind the device.
What means?
I don't know if it's if he wanted to say to find the device. Network 1, probably.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have network 1 or network 2 port. Okay, it doesn't never matter. The device, the way of identifying devices in Ecler Cloud is the device ID. Okay, so and you will find this in settings, device, and here device ID. Okay, this one is the one that we have here. Is this code. Okay, this code depends on several things. One of the things is the MAC address.
Okay. Great. I hope, Robert, this answered your question. Another one that I have is that referring to the control extent of the Ecler Cloud, can I remotely reboot a Vida amplifier?
Yeah, whatever you can do with Vida
in place.
You can do it. So, for example, here, this is the one that I have at home. Yes, no, I have several now. I mean, getting lost. Huh? Here, this is the one that I have at home. Okay, so I can just go into settings and reboot the device. Here, click. Do you want to reboot? Yes. Obviously, I will lose connection.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So until it works again. So here is this device. Okay. Now you see it's not. You see here that it's not. I can detect that it's still not updating. No. It should be changing every 5 seconds, and it doesn't change because it's rebooting.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it reboots and it connects back again, it will update this number. Okay. Yeah. And if it doesn't update after some time, it will say, okay, this device is offline. You see, now it's back again.
Yeah.
But after some time, if it hasn't, if EclerCLOUD doesn't have any news about the device, it will say, okay,
show you
it's offline or whatever.
Information, give you the information. Yeah. Okay, so quick question. We have a last question here on the chat, and I think I have another one that somebody sent me through WhatsApp. This is about part of the people having my WhatsApp as well. Okay, so no, quick. Khaled is asking us, Ecler Cloud, it equals to manage Vida amplifiers. For now, yes. We mentioned
For now, yes, but as I mentioned here, it doesn't say Vida, it says devices.
Yeah.
So up to now, we have our flagship amplifiers, which are Vida, and they are capable of to connecting. But more devices will be coming.
Yeah,
for sure.
ISC 2025. Okay. Don't miss the opportunity. So really quick, he's asking, sorry, can do rebooting between amplifiers? I don't know exactly.
Can do routing.
Routing, sorry. I'm sorry, it was my bad reading.
Routing between, no, it doesn't. So Ecler Cloud is about monitoring and is about controlling a device from anywhere in the world, okay? But it doesn't send the information from a device to another device, okay? So the devices send the information to Ecler Cloud. It's not, I understand that if I can send the audio of one device to another device through the cloud, this is not possible.
It's not going to be now. Okay. Thank you, Marc, for that. No more questions are showing up in the questions and answer panel. And I had another one here. Apologies. Okay, if they want to provide feedback or new ideas for Ecler Cloud, how can they do it?
That's a good question.
Okay. So you can drop us an email also.
Yeah, drop an email.
Yes.
We can just use, for example, which email you may.
I'm gonna put in the chat your email for sure.
My email, or let's.
Okay.
Yeah, use my email for sure. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I know all the people that it's in there, so
and they know you for sure. So.
Yeah, I will receive this, and I will, talk with all the people involved in this project, which are some.
No. Then we can take the questions or the feedback and give it to the right people here. Okay, so another, and I think it's going to be the last. Oh, I don't know if there is another in the question panel. That's our new post. Okay, interesting, Francois, your question. Will Ecler Cloud remain free of charge? And
yes.
For now it is.
For now it is. And we don't have, at least at short term or medium term, we don't have idea of making it be at a cost, let's say. But I don't know, maybe Ecler Cloud in other features that may be more advanced. Maybe we have things. We did at this point. We want to make this work perfect. We will change the layouts for sure. This is the first layout, and maybe we make some changes in the layout, and we'll be adding new devices. Some new features may be added at medium term, and we will see. But at least what is shown today, we do not have plans to make it at any cost.
At any cost, yeah. At the end, we want to just grow the ecosystem and add more devices to the platform. Okay, so the last question from Ed is, please, can you let me know which network ports need to be open for communication to the cloud?
The same like a laptop. I mean, there's no special. If a laptop can get connected through a network to the internet, the device will be able. You have here in each and every device, you will have, here, network. If you test the internet connection, you will see if it has connection or not. So here, if it has connection, it will say internet connection successful. As here, if it doesn't have any connection, then it will fail.
Then it will be a problem.
But there is no restrictions on that. I mean, if the network has internet, it will work. The specific for port numbers, I guess that in the manual you will find it in the VIDA manual.
Okay. You have it available, Ed, in our VIDA amplifiers website. Okay, and the webpage, the Pro webpage. So there are no more questions here, as I have a couple of them, some of them regarding security, so we can take them to Sergio, and Sergio can give a more proper answer to this. And if we see a problem, we can publish them in the
anything you may wonder about this, we can just drop me an email.
And we will be happy to.
But think about that. We are using everything is hosted in Amazon Web Services. So they are taking care of the security, and we are not the only one who's using this. So security is quite high.
Yeah, it's very important for us in this, and it's, of course, in this new technologies also. Okay, so we don't have more questions. Remember, the recording will be available in our Ecler website in the webinar section, support and community menu area. We will try to upload it also for YouTube channel, in our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, remember, drop us an email, and we will be happy to assist you with EclerCLOUD in any way you might need. And of course, Marc, thank you so much for today. Questions and answers. We are right in the 30 minutes, so we don't want to delay it anymore. Thank you so much for everybody to joining us. So you were great. You were great.
We did it quite well.
Yes.
Half an hour.
Yes. So hope to see you soon. Next week we have our Spanish format of this webinar as well. So if anyone's interested also to join that, remember you have in our webinars website, we have also the form subscription for this. Okay. So see you next week. Thank you so much, Marc.
Thank you, Jose.
Have a great day. Have a great morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you all. Take care.
Bye-bye.